What do you do when your world is shaking? When everything you thought was stable is collapsing? When foundations are crumbling beneath your feet? When chaos surrounds you and you feel like you are drowning in circumstances you cannot control? Where do you turn when everything falls apart? Have you been trying to hold everything together in your own strength? Have you been working desperately to stabilize what is unstable? Have you been terrified watching things fall apart around you? Have you felt helpless, powerless, overwhelmed by circumstances bigger than you? What if there's a refuge that never shakes? What if there is strength that never fails? What if there is help that is very present in trouble? What if in the middle of everything falling apart, God is still in control? Good morning, beloved brother. Good morning, dear sister. May you discover today that God is your refuge and strength. May you understand that He is a very present help in trouble. May you learn that even when mountains are falling into the sea, you do not need to fear, because God is in the midst of you. May you experience what Psalm 46 verse 1 declares. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. I want you to know something right now. Your presence here is not a coincidence. It is not by chance that you are listening to these words at this exact moment. God has drawn you here because He sees your shaking world. He knows what is falling apart around you. He feels your fear as foundations crumble. And He wants you to know that He is your refuge. He is your strength. He is very present. Right now, in your trouble, He is here. Today we are going to pray through Psalm 46. And this is not just another prayer about trusting God in hard times. This is a prayer that will teach you that God is your refuge when everything else is unstable. This is a prayer that will show you that His strength holds you when your strength fails. This is a prayer that will give you peace in chaos because God is in the midst of you. This is a prayer that will help you understand that even when nations rage and kingdoms totter, the Lord of hosts is with you. I have seen this prayer transform people whose worlds were collapsing. People going through divorce, bankruptcy, death, disaster, loss so devastating they thought they would not survive. People watching everything they built fall apart. People in chaos so deep they cannot see any way forward. And when they learn that God is their refuge and strength, when they discover that He is a very present help in trouble, when they understood that He is in the midst of them and they shall not be moved, everything changed. Not because circumstances immediately fixed, but because they found stability in the middle of instability, refuge in the middle of chaos, strength in the middle of weakness. But here is what you need to understand. This is not about denying that real trouble exists. This is not about pretending everything is fine when it is falling apart. This is about recognizing that God is present in your trouble. Very present. Not distant. Not absent. Present. In the midst. With you. For you. Holding you when everything else is shaking. And at the end of this prayer, I'm going to share with you a very specific practice. I call it the Daily Refuge Practice. It is a simple practice where every morning you acknowledge that God is your refuge and strength, where you bring your shaking circumstances to Him, where you declare that He is in the midst of you and you shall not be moved, even when everything around you is moving. This practice has brought stability to people in absolute chaos. They tell me, my world was falling apart. Divorce, job loss, death, everything shaking. But the Daily Refuge Practice taught me to start my day acknowledging God is my refuge, a very present help in this trouble. And when I started declaring that every morning, I found stability in instability, not because circumstances stabilized, because God became my stability. They tell me, I did not realize I was trying to be my own refuge, my own strength, and I was failing, collapsing under the weight. The Daily Refuge Practice taught me, God is the refuge, not me. God is the strength, not me. When I let Him be what I was trying to be, peace came in the middle of chaos. Peace, because the right refuge. They tell me, the Daily Refuge Practice is the most stabilizing thing I do every day. 3 minutes acknowledging, God, you are my refuge and strength. You are very present in this trouble. I shall not be moved because you are in the midst of me. And that declaration brings stability, no matter what is shaking around me. But I cannot give you this practice yet. because your heart has to be prepared. You have to understand what it means that God is your refuge. You have to see what it means that He is very present help. You have to recognize that being unmoved does not mean circumstances are stable. It means God is in the midst of you. So you have to stay with me until the end. You have to journey through this entire prayer, because the revelation I will share requires foundation. So wherever you are right now, I want you to take a deep breath, because for the next hour, we are going to explore what it means to have God as your refuge when your world is shaking. We are going to learn that Psalm 46 teaches stability in instability. We're going to discover that being still and knowing He is God brings peace in chaos. We are going to understand that the Lord of hosts is with you. The God of Jacob is your fortress. And you are going to walk away with a practical way to find refuge in God every single morning, no matter what is falling apart around you. Before we begin this prayer, I want you to write these words in the comments. God is my refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Write it right now. God is my refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Because when you write those words, you are making a declaration. You are saying that God is your refuge, personal, your strength, individual, a very present help, not distant, present, in your trouble, specific. You are declaring that in the middle of whatever is shaking, God is stable. And I want you to know that when you write those words in the comments, you are joining thousands of other believers around the world who are finding refuge in God right now. You are becoming part of a community that knows where to run when everything falls apart. Your words will encourage someone else who is reading through these comments, someone whose world is also shaking, someone who needs to know that there's a refuge that never moves. So do not just watch this prayer passively. Participate, engage, write in the comments right now. God is my refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Make that declaration. Seal this commitment before we even begin to pray. Now, before we go any further, I need to ask you to do something that will help this prayer reach people who desperately need it. Please take just a moment right now and click that like button below this video. I know that might seem like a small action. You might be thinking, my world is falling apart right now. I need help. I do not have time for this. But let me tell you exactly what happens when you like this video. This like helps the algorithm find other people whose worlds are shaking right now. When you click that button, you are telling the platform that this message has value. You are signaling that this is not just another video. This is a prayer that teaches people that God is their refuge and strength when everything is falling apart. And the algorithm takes that signal and shows this prayer to someone else who is in chaos, whose foundations are crumbling, who needs to know that there's a God who is very present in trouble. Let me tell you about a woman who found one of our prayers because someone else clicked like. She was 42 years old, married 19 years, 3 teenagers, seemed like a stable life. And then in 1 year, everything fell apart. Everything. It started with her husband's confession. Affair, multiple affairs, years of lying, betrayal so deep she could not breathe. The foundation of her marriage, her family, her life, shattered in one conversation. While processing that devastation, her father had a stroke. Massive. He survived but was not the same. Could not speak clearly. Could not walk. Needed constant care. Her mother could not do it alone. The burden fell on her. 2 months later, her company downsized. She was laid off. Good job. 20 years. Health insurance. Retirement. Gone. At 42. In the middle of marital crisis. In the middle of caring for her father. Then her son, her oldest, started using drugs. Marijuana at first. Then harder things. She did not know until the police brought him home. Arrested for possession. Her 17-year-old. In trouble. Deep trouble. For major crises. In less than 1 year. Marriage collapsing. Father disabled. Job gone. Son on drugs. Everything that was stable, shaking. Everything she built her life on, crumbling. She could not sleep. Could not eat. Could not function. The therapist called it acute stress disorder. The doctor prescribed medication for anxiety and depression. But nothing helped. Because how do you medicate the collapse of your entire world? She tried to hold it together for her kids, for her mother, for herself, but she was drowning. Every day, another piece fell apart. Every day, another foundation crumbled. She was in free fall, nothing to grab, nothing solid, everything shaking. One Sunday morning, sitting in her car in the church parking lot, unable to go inside because she could not stop crying, she scrolled through her phone looking for something, anything, to distract from the pain. And this prayer about Psalm 46 showed up in her feed. She almost ignored it. She thought, a prayer is not going to fix this. My marriage is destroyed. My father is disabled. I have no job. My son is on drugs. Prayer is nice, but this is real catastrophic collapse. What can a prayer do? But she had nothing else. So she clicked, and through tears she listened, and when she heard Psalm 46 verses 1 to 2, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear though the earth gives way, though the mountains be moved into the heart of the sea. Something broke open in her spirit. She realized this psalm is describing in my life right now. Earth giving way, mountains moving into the sea. Everything that seemed permanent, collapsing. Everything that seemed stable, shaking. This is exactly what I am experiencing. And the psalm says, we will not fear. How? Because God is refuge and strength, a very present help. In this trouble, that morning, sitting in her car, she stopped trying to hold everything together. She surrendered, not giving up, surrendering to God. Lord, I cannot fix this. I cannot stabilize this. I cannot hold this together. My marriage, my father, my job, my son, all of it is falling apart, and I cannot stop it. But Psalm 46 says, you are my refuge, my strength, very present in this trouble. So I run to you. You be my stability, because I have none. She started declaring it every day, multiple times a day, when panic came, when fear rose, when more bad news arrived. She would speak, God is my refuge and strength, a very present help in this trouble. I will not fear even though my earth is giving way, because God is in the midst of me. I shall not be moved. The first week, everything was still falling apart. Husband moved out, father still disabled, job still gone, son still using. Nothing externally changed, but something internally shifted. She found a center, a stability, not in circumstances, in God, refuge, in the middle of chaos. By the second month, she was not fixed, but she was functioning, going through each day, dealing with each crisis, one at a time, with a stability that did not make sense given her circumstances. People asked, how are you not having a breakdown? She answered, I found my refuge, God, in the midst of everything shaking. He is not shaking, and I am in him. So I am not shaking either. Today, 3 years later, some things are restored. Her husband repented. They are in intensive counseling, rebuilding, slowly. Her father passed away peacefully. Her mother is okay. She has a new job, better than the old one. Her son is in recovery, 18 months clean, fighting, winning. But here's what she tells everyone. I am not grateful for the collapse, but I am grateful for what I learned in the collapse. That God is refuge and strength, that he is very present in trouble, that when everything shakes, he does not, and when I am in him, I do not shake either. I learned stability in instability, and that lesson saved my life. And she tells everyone. It started with one prayer that showed up because someone clicked like. When you like this video, you signal to the platform that this message matters. You help this prayer reach someone whose world is collapsing right now, whose foundations are crumbling, who needs to know that God is refuge and strength. So I am asking you again, please, help this message reach those who need it. Click that like button right now. Be the reason someone else discovers that God is very present help in trouble. I want you to understand something about who you are becoming through this prayer. You are not just someone whose world is shaking. You are becoming someone who knows where to find stability when everything is unstable. You are not just someone in trouble. You are learning that God is very present in your trouble. You are not just someone watching things fall apart. You are discovering that you shall not be moved when God is in the midst of you. This is a complete transformation, from instability to stability, from panic to peace, from collapse to standing firm, from drowning in chaos to finding refuge in God. And at the end of this prayer, I'm going to share with you the daily refuge practice. This is a very specific, very practical daily practice where every morning you acknowledge that God is your refuge and strength, where you bring your shaking circumstances to Him, where you declare that He is in the midst of you and you shall not be moved. Here is what makes this different from everything else you have tried. This is not about fixing your circumstances. This is about finding stability inside yourself through God when circumstances outside yourself are unstable. External chaos, internal peace. How? God is refuge. In the midst, the daily refuge practice teaches you to start every day with your refuge secure. God is my refuge. Before you face the shaking, before you deal with the crisis, before you handle the chaos. Refuge first, then everything else. When your refuge is secure, you can face anything. Thousands of people use this practice daily, and they tell me the daily refuge practice saved me in my collapse. Everything around me was shaking, but every morning I declared, God is my refuge. And that 3-minute practice gave me stability to face the day. Without it, I would have collapsed. With it, I stood. Daily refuge, daily stability. They tell me, I did not know I could be stable when circumstances were unstable. I thought stability required stable circumstances. The daily refuge practice taught me, God is stability, not circumstances. When He is my refuge, I am stable even when everything around me is shaking, mind-blowing, life-saving. They tell me, the daily refuge practice is the difference between surviving my crisis and being destroyed by it. Same crisis, different outcome, because daily refuge, daily strength, daily very present help, daily declaring, 3 minutes, life or death difference. I chose life through daily refuge, but I cannot give it to you yet, because you have to understand what refuge means. You have to see what very present help means. You have to recognize that being unmoved is possible even in shaking. So you must stay with me until the end. You must journey through this entire prayer, because what I am about to teach you is not just words to say. It is daily practice that brings stability in instability. This is the key to surviving when your world falls apart. This is the answer to the question, how do I not collapse when everything is collapsing? This is how you move from drowning in chaos to standing firm in God. But you have to stay. You have to wait. You have to let God prepare your heart through this prayer, because the revelation is coming. The daily refuge practice is waiting, and it will change how you face every crisis for the rest of your life. So stay focused, stay present, because God is about to show you that He is your refuge and strength, and why that changes everything when your world is shaking. Now, let us read Psalm 46 together. I want you to hear these words not just as poetry, but as stability in your shaking. Psalm 46, verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. God, not circumstances, not people. God is present tense, right now, our refuge, safe place, protected place, secure place, and strength, power, ability, what we lack, a very present help, not distant help, very present, right here, right now, in trouble, not after trouble, in, during, middle of, verse 2 to 3. Therefore we will not fear though the earth gives way, though the mountains be moved into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains tremble at its swelling. Therefore, because verse 1, because God is refuge and strength, because very present help. Therefore, we will not fear. Future decision. Not we do not feel fear. We will not, choose not to, though the earth gives way, foundations collapse. Everything stable becomes unstable. Though the mountains be moved into the heart of the sea. Mountains, permanent things, moved, displaced, into sea. Chaos, overwhelming, though its waters roar and foam. violence, turbulence, chaos. Though the mountains tremble, even mountains shake, everything's shaking. Even when all that happens, we will not fear. Why? Verse 1, God is refuge, very present. Verse 4 to 5, there's a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy habitation of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God will help her when morning dawns. There's a river, provision, life, peace, in the city of God. Streams make glad, joy, refreshing, in the midst of chaos. River of peace. God is in the midst of her. Center, core, inside, not outside watching. Inside, in the midst. She shall not be moved. Unmoved, stable. Not because circumstance is stable, because God in the midst. Unmoved when God is center. God will help her when morning dawns. Help comes at the right time. Morning, new day, dawn. Help comes. Verse 7, the Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. The Lord of hosts, commander of armies, powerful, mighty, is with us, not against, with, present, near, the God of Jacob, personal, Jacob's God. Our God is our fortress, protected place, strong place, secure place, fortress, unbreachable. Verse 10, be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. Be still. Stop striving. Stop panicking. Stop trying to control. Still, cease activity. Rest. And know, in the stillness, know, recognize, understand that I am God, not you. I, God, sovereign, in control, even when it looks like chaos. I am God. I will be exalted. Future certainty. Among the nations, everywhere, in the earth, all creation, God will be exalted, recognized, honored, certainly. Do you see? God is refuge and strength, very present, not distant, in trouble, not after, therefore no fear. Even when earth gives way, mountains move, waters roar, no fear, because God in the midst, she shall not be moved. God in center, unmoved, Lord of hosts with us, God of Jacob our fortress. Be still, know he is God. He is in control, even in chaos. Refuge, strength, present, unmoved. Before we begin to pray, I want you to prepare your heart to find refuge in God. If you can find a quiet place, turn off distractions. Close your eyes if you are able to do so safely. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. Now breathe out slowly. I want you to do something right now. I want you to identify what is shaking in your life, what is falling apart, what feels unstable, what is crumbling. Name it. See it clearly. And now I want you to say out loud if possible, God, you are my refuge and strength, a very present help in this trouble, in this shaking. You are in the midst of me. I shall not be moved. Even though this is shaking, you are not, and I am in you, so I will not be moved. Open your heart to find refuge, to receive strength, to know he is very present. Right now, in this, let us pray. Father, I come before you in the name of Jesus. Your word says in Psalm 46, verse 1, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. God, I am praying for you right now who are listening to this prayer. I am praying for you whose world is shaking. I am praying for you whose foundations are crumbling. I am praying for you who are watching things fall apart. I am praying for you who are in trouble. I am praying for you who need refuge. I am praying for you who need strength. I am praying for you who need very present help. I declare over you right now, God is your refuge. Not was, not will be, is, right now, present tense, safe place, secure place, protected place. Run to the refuge. He is your refuge. Right now, I pray for you whose marriage is falling apart. I declare, Psalm 46 verse 1, God is your refuge and strength, very present help in this trouble. Marriage shaking, but God is not shaking. Run to him. Refuge in the marriage crisis. He is very present in marriage trouble. Run there. I pray for you who lost your job. Income gone. Security shaken. I declare, God is your refuge and strength. Very present help in job loss trouble. Job was not your refuge. God is. Job gone. God remains. Run to the refuge that remains. He is very present in unemployment. Trust him. I pray for you whose health is collapsing. Diagnosis, prognosis, body failing. I declare, God is your refuge and strength. Very present help in health trouble. Body shaking. God is not. Run to him. He is very present in sickness. Refuge when body fails. He does not fail. I pray for you who are going through death. Lost loved one. Grief overwhelming. I declare, God is your refuge and strength. Very present help in grief trouble. Death shakes everything. But Psalm 46 verse 5, God is in the midst of you. You shall not be moved, even in Death Valley. Unmoved because he is in the midst. I pray for you whose finances are collapsing. Bankruptcy, foreclosure, debt drowning you. I declare, God is your refuge and strength. Very present help in financial trouble. Money shaking. God is not. He is very present in financial crisis. Provision comes from refuge. Run there. I pray for you whose family is in chaos. Children in rebellion. Parents in crisis. Siblings in conflict. I declare, God is your refuge and strength. Very present help in family trouble. Family shaking. God stable. Run to stable refuge. He is very present in family chaos. Find stability in him. I pray for you who are in legal trouble. Lawsuit, criminal charges, court battles. I declare, God is your refuge and strength. Very present help in legal trouble. He is very present in court. Run to the refuge. He defends. He protects. Refuge in legal storm. I pray for you whose mental health is collapsing. Depression, anxiety, breakdown. I declare, God is your refuge and strength. Very present help in mental health trouble. Mind shaking. But Psalm 46 verse 5, you shall not be moved. God in the midst of you. Mental stability through God and sender, not through circumstances. Through him, I pray for you in addiction crisis. Relapse, overdose, rock bottom. I declare, God is your refuge and strength. Very present help in addiction trouble. Addiction shakes everything. God does not shake. Run to refuge. Recovery refuge. Sobriety refuge. He is very present in addiction battle. Run there. I pray for you whose ministry is collapsing. Church split, scandal, betrayal. I declare, God is your refuge and strength. Very present help in ministry trouble. Ministry shaking. God is not. He is very present in ministry crisis. Refuge for wounded ministers. Run there. I pray for you in natural disaster. Hurricane, earthquake, fire, flood. I declare, Psalm 46 verses 2 to 3. We will not fear though earth gives way, mountains move into sea, waters roar. Natural disaster is earth giving way. Literal, but God is refuge. Very present in disaster. Physical refuge. Spiritual refuge. Both. He provides. I pray for you in war zone. Literal war. Violence. Danger. I declare, Psalm 46 verse 7. The Lord of hosts is with you. Armies. Commander. With you. In war. Refuge in warfare. Very present in combat. He protects. Shields. Refuge in battle. Father, your word says in Psalm 46 verse 2, therefore we will not fear though the earth gives way. I pray for you whose earth is giving way. Foundations literally collapsing. I declare, therefore we will not fear. Not because earth is not giving way, because God is refuge. Verse 1, that is a therefore. God is refuge means no fear even when earth gives way. Fear is choice. Choose not to fear. Based on refuge, not based on circumstances. I pray for you whose mountains are moving into the sea, permanent things becoming unstable. I declare, Psalm 46 verse 2, though mountains be moved, acknowledges it happens. Mountains do move, permanent things do collapse, but we will not fear. Why? Refuge, God, stable when mountains move, because he does not move. Your word says in Psalm 46 verse 5, God is in the midst of her, she shall not be moved. I pray for you who feel like you're going to collapse. I declare you shall not be moved, not because circumstances are stable, because God is in the midst of you. Center, core. When he is center, you are unmoved, even when everything around you moves. Center holds. God is center. You do not move. I pray for you who need to understand what shall not be moved means. I declare, not moved means internally stable even when externally unstable. Circumstances shaking. You not shaking. How? God in midst. Internal God stability overcomes external circumstance instability. Unmoved inside even when everything outside shakes. Your word says, God will help her when morning dawns. I pray for you who are in the night, darkness, waiting. I declare morning dawns. Not if, when, certain, coming. And when morning dawns, God will help. Present night, future morning, guaranteed. Help comes at dawn. Wait for morning. It comes. Help comes with it. I pray for you who think morning will never come. I declare it will. Psalm 30 verse 5. Weeping may tarry for the night, but joy comes with the morning. Night feels long, but morning comes. Always, guaranteed, joy comes. Help comes. Morning comes. Wait for it. Your word says in Psalm 46 verse 7, the Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. I pray for you who feel alone in your shaking. I declare, the Lord of hosts is with you, not alone, with commander of armies, powerful, mighty, with you in your shaking, not watching from distance, with present, near, with you. I pray for you who need a fortress. I declare, the God of Jacob is your fortress. Jacob, deceiver, wrestler, struggler, his God, your God. If Jacob's God, then you're God, and he is fortress, protected, secure, unbreachable, fortress God. For you, your word says in Psalm 46 verse 10, be still and know that I am God. I pray for you who are striving, trying to fix, control, stabilize. I declare, be still, stop, cease striving. Psalm 37 verse 7, be still before the Lord. Just be. Stop doing. Still. Rest. Stop trying to be God. Let God be God. I pray for you who cannot be still because everything is falling apart. I declare, be still I am in the midst of falling apart. Not after. During. Be still while chaos. Possible? Yes. Psalm 46 verse 10. Command, not suggestion. Be still. In chaos. Know that I am God. Stillness brings knowing. Knowing brings peace. Peace in chaos. Through stillness. I pray for you who need to know he is God. I declare, no, not hope, not wish, no, certainty. He is God, in control, sovereign, even when it looks like chaos, even when everything shakes. He is God. Know it, settle it. He is God, always, even now. I pray for you who think chaos means God is not in control. I declare wrong. Chaos does not mean God lost control. Chaos means we see partially. God sees fully. Romans 8 verse 28. God works all things for good, even chaos, even shaking, all things. He is working, in control, even in chaos. Trust it. Father, I pray for you who are trying to be your own refuge. I declare you cannot. You are not strong enough, not stable enough, not big enough. Stop trying. Let God be your refuge. He is able. You are not. Stop trying to be what only He can be. Refuge, strength. Let Him. I pray for you who are running to wrong refuges, substances, distractions, people. I declare those are not refuges. They are traps. Proverbs 18 verse 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and are safe. Run to the right refuge. God, not substitutes. Him. I pray for you who need to learn to run to God in trouble instead of from God. I declare, Psalm 46 verse 1, very present help I in trouble. Run to Him I in trouble, not away. 2, where most people run from God when trouble comes. Run to, counterintuitive, but right. Run to God I in trouble. He is very present there. I pray for you who think God caused your trouble. I declare, God did not necessarily cause it, but He is very present in it. Whether He caused it or allowed it or had nothing to do with it, irrelevant. What matters? He is very present in it. Use His presence. Find refuge. I end the trouble. He is there. I pray for you who are angry at God about your shaking. I declare, tell Him. Psalm 142 verse 2. I pour out my complaint before Him. Tell Him you are angry. He can handle it. Pour out complaint. Then find refuge. After honesty. Refuge. Both. Honest anger. Then refuge. He receives both. I pray for you who need to know that being in God's refuge does not mean no trouble. I declare, Psalm 46 verse 1, very present help I in trouble. Refuge is I in trouble, not instead of trouble. You can be I in refuge and I in trouble. Same time, refuge protects I in trouble, not from trouble necessarily. In understanding this changes expectations. I pray for you who are disappointed that God did not prevent your trouble. I declare, He did not promise no trouble. John 16 verse 33. In the world you will have tribulation, guaranteed, but take heart. I have overcome the world. Trouble promised, but overcomer also promised. Refuge in trouble, not refuge from trouble. In, find Him there. I pray for you who need to stop waiting for trouble to end before you find peace. I declare, find peace I in trouble. Psalm 46 verse 5. God in the midst, you shall not be moved. Peace while shaking, not after shaking ends. While peace in chaos, that is Psalm 46 peace, not circumstantial peace. God in midst peace. I pray for you who think peace requires stable circumstances. I declare, wrong. Peace requires God in midst. Circumstances can be unstable. If God is center, peace exists. Philippians 4 verse 7. Peace that surpasses understanding. Surpasses because it makes no sense given circumstances. Peace in chaos. Because God in midst. I pray for you who need practical steps to find refuge. I declare, Psalm 91 verse 1. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High. Dwell. Live there. Abide there. Psalm 46. God is refuge. So dwell in the refuge. How? Prayer. Worship. Word. Presence. Dwell there. Daily. Constantly. Refuge living. I pray for you who visit God occasionally, but do not dwell. I declare, occasional visits are not dwelling. Dwelling is living there, making it home. Crisis drives you to dwell. Good. Dwell, not visit. Dwell, live in the refuge. Constantly, not occasionally. I pray for you who feel guilty for not being stronger. I declare, Psalm 46 verse 1. God is our strength, not you are your strength. He is. Stop feeling guilty for not being what you were never supposed to be. Your strength. You are not supposed to be strong. He is supposed to be your strength. Let Him. No guilt. I pray for you who compare your shaking to other stability. I declare, stop their journey, your journey. Different. Psalm 46 is for those whose earth is giving way. That is you right now. Receive the psalm. For you, in your shaking. Do not compare. Just receive. Refuge. For you. Father, I pray for you who need God to be very present right now. I declare, Yes, Psalm 46 verse 1, very present, not sort of present, very, extremely, completely, right now, this moment, as you listen, very present. Feel him or not. Yes, very present. Now, I pray for you who do not feel God's presence. I declare, presence is not feeling. Presence is fact. Hebrews 13 verse 5. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Never. Fact. Not feeling. He is present, whether you feel or not. Very present. Believe fact. Not feeling. I pray for you who need to know what very present help looks like. I declare, sometimes dramatic, sometimes subtle, sometimes provision, sometimes peace, sometimes people, sometimes miracles. Help comes many ways. Very present. Watch for it. Expect it. Many forms. But comes. Very present help. Always. I pray for you in crisis right now as you listen. I declare, cry out, right now. God, I need you. Very present help. Right now. In this. Help me. He hears. Right now. Very present. Cry out. He responds. Very present response. I pray for you whose crisis is financial. I declare, Philippians 4 verse 19, my God will supply every need. Combined with Psalm 46 verse 1, very present help. Financial help, very present. Coming, watch for it. Provision, creative, unexpected, very present financial help. Trust it. I pray for you whose crisis is relational. I declare, God is very present in relationship trouble. Wisdom comes. Peace comes. Healing comes, or separation comes. But help comes. Very present. In relationship crisis, God guides. Clearly, very present guidance. Watch. Listen. He guides. I pray for you whose crisis is health. I declare, God is very present in sickness. Healing sometimes. Strength in sickness sometimes. Peace and pain sometimes. Different forms, but very present help. Always, in health crisis. He is there, very present. Believe it. I pray for you whose crisis is uncertainty. Do not know what will happen. I declare, Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. You do not know what will happen, but he does. Very present help includes guidance through uncertainty. Trust. He leads. Very present leading. I pray for you who need to be still. I declare, Psalm 46 verse 10. Be still. Stop striving. Stop trying to control what you cannot control. Stop panicking. Still. How? Surrender. Say, God, I cannot control this. I stop trying. You handle it. I be still. You be God. Surrender brings stillness. Stillness brings knowing. Knowing brings peace. I pray for you who cannot be still because of anxiety. I declare, Philippians 4 verses 6 to 7. Do not be anxious about anything. In everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. Pray instead of panic. Thanksgiving instead of anxiety. Peace comes. That surpasses understanding. Will guard your heart and mind. Peace guards. In anxiety. Pray. Thank. Peace comes. Be still. I pray for you who need to know God is God. I declare, Psalm 46 verse 10. Know that I am God. He is. Sovereign. In control. Working. Even when you cannot see. Even when circumstances scream chaos. He is God. Ordering. Orchestrating. Redeeming. God. Know it. Settle it. Peace comes when you know he is God. I pray for you who feel like your faith is too weak. I declare, Matthew 17 verse 20. Faith like a mustard seed. Tiny. Can move mountains. Your faith does not need to be huge. Tiny faith in huge God moves mountains. Weak faith in strong God is enough. Stop measuring faith. Trust God. Small faith. Big God. Enough. I pray for you who will find refuge today. I declare, Today, not tomorrow. Today. Psalm 46, verse 1. God is refuge. Present tense. Find him today. Run there today. Dwell there today. Refuge available today. Enter it now. Father, I pray for you who need to declare Psalm 46, verse 1 over your life. I declare, speak it out loud. God is my refuge and strength, a very present help in my trouble. Personalize it. Your. Speak it over your shaking. Daily. Constantly. Declaration brings stability. Speak it. I pray for you who are silent in your trouble. I declare, speak. Job 13, verse 15. Though he slay me, I will hope in him. Speak your trust. Out loud. God, you are my refuge. Speak it. Faith comes by hearing. Romans 10, verse 17. Hear yourself speak faith. It builds your faith. Speak. Out loud. Refuge declarations. I pray for you who need the river of peace. I declare, Psalm 46, verse 4. There is a river whose streams make glad. River exists. In chaos. River of peace. In shaking. Find the river. How? Presence of God. In his presence is fullness of joy. Psalm 16, verse 11. Enter his presence. Find a river. Peace river. In chaos. It is there. Find it. I pray for you who feel no gladness in your trouble. I declare, gladness is in the river, not in circumstances. Streams make glad the city of God. You are city of God. 1 Corinthians 3, verse 16. Temple of God. City of God. River flows in you. When God is in midst, river flows. Find a river. Gladness comes. In midst of trouble. River. Find it. I pray for you who need to know you shall not be moved. I declare, Psalm 46, verse 5. God is in the midst of you. You shall not be moved. Future certainty. Not might not. Shall not. Guaranteed. When God is center. Unmoved. Even when everything else moves. You do not. God centers stability. Unmoved. I pray for you who feel like you are moving, shaking, unstable. I declare, distinguish feeling from fact. Feel shaky, but fact shall not be moved. If God in midst, he is in midst. Therefore you shall not be moved. Fact, regardless of feeling. Stand on fact, not feeling. Unmoved. Fact. I pray for you who need help when morning dawns. I declare, Psalm 46, verse 5. God will help when morning dawns. Wait for morning. Night now, but morning comes. And when it comes, help comes. Lamentations 3, verses 22 to 23. Mercies are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Morning brings mercy. Morning brings help. Wait for morning. It comes. I pray for you in the long night. I declare morning is coming. Not if, when. John 11, verse 9. Are there not 12 hours in the day? 12. Then night. Then 12 again. Morning. Cycles. Guaranteed. Night now. But morning comes. 12 hours later. Wait. Morning comes. Help comes with it. I pray for you who need the Lord of hosts. I declare, Psalm 46, verse 7. The Lord of hosts is with you. Hosts. Armies. Angelic armies. Heavenly armies. Commander of all. With you. In your shaking. Not alone. Armies with you. Invisible, but present. Lord of hosts. With you. Protected by armies. I pray for you who feel outnumbered by problems. I declare, 2 Kings 6, verse 16. Those who are with us are more than those who are with them. Elisha surrounded, armies against. But Elisha said, more with us. Then servants' eyes opened, saw angelic armies. More, you feel outnumbered, but more are with you. Lord of hosts, armies, with you. More, I pray for you who need God of Jacob. I declare, Psalm 46, verse 7. God of Jacob is your fortress. Why Jacob mentioned? Jacob, struggler, deceiver, wrestler with God. Yet God was his God. If Jacob's God, then yours. No matter how you struggle, how you wrestle, how imperfect, God of Jacob, your fortress. Receive it. I pray for you who think you are too broken for God's refuge. I declare Jacob was broken, limped. Genesis 32, verse 31. Yet God of Jacob, your brokenness does not disqualify you from refuge. Qualifies you. Broken need refuge. God of Jacob is fortress for broken. That is you. Qualified. Enter refuge. I pray for you who need to be exalted in your situation. I declare wrong focus. Psalm 46, verse 10. I will be exalted. Not you. I, God. He will be exalted. In your situation. Through your trouble. God exalted. Not you vindicated necessarily. God exalted. Different. Surrender to his exaltation. Not yours. He is exalted through your trouble. Let him. Father, I pray for you who need to stop trying to exalt yourself. I declare, stop. Let God be exalted. In your trouble. Isaiah 26, verse 3. You keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you. Mind on him. Not on you. His exaltation. Not yours. Peace comes when he is focused. Not when you are. Focus on his exaltation. Peace comes. I pray for you who are trying to understand why. I declare, stop, be still. Know he is God. Psalm 46, verse 10. You do not need to understand. You need to know he is God. Understanding is not required. Knowing he is God is. He is God, even without your understanding. Know it. Be still. Peace comes. I pray for you who demand answers. I declare, Deuteronomy 29, verse 29. Secret things belong to the Lord, revealed things to us. Some things secret, you do not get to know, yet, maybe ever. But revealed things, God is refuge, strength, very present. Those revealed, enough. Stop demanding secret. Receive revealed. Enough. I pray for you who think you need closure to move forward. I declare wrong. You need God to move forward. Not closure, not answers, not understanding. God as refuge, strength, present help. That moves you forward. Not closure. Him. Receive him. Move forward. Without closure if necessary. I pray for you who are waiting for God to fix before you trust. I declare, backwards, trust first, fix second. Maybe. Hebrews 11, verse 1. Faith is assurance of things hoped for, before seeing. Trust before fix. Faith before manifestation. Trust now. Fix maybe later. Maybe different than expected, but trust first. Always. I pray for you who need to know God is fighting for you. I declare, Exodus 14, verse 14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only be still. God fights. You be still. Not you fight. He fights. You rest. Psalm 46, verse 10. Be still while he fights. Fighting is his job. Stillness is yours. Do your job. Be still. Let him do his. Fight. I pray for you who are exhausted from fighting. I declare, stop. Let God fight. You are not supposed to fight this battle. He is. Surrender the battle to the fighter, Lord of hosts. He fights. You rest. Be still. He fights. Division of labor. He fights. You still. Do it. I pray for you who think stillness is weakness. I declare, stillness is strength. Psalm 46, verse 1. God is our strength, found in stillness. Psalm 46, verse 10. Be still. Know he is God. Stillness requires strength. Strength to stop trying to control. Strength to trust. Strength to rest. Stillness is strength, not weakness. I pray for you who need to practice stillness. I declare, start daily. Psalm 46, verse 10. Be still and know. Practice. Every day. 5 minutes. Be still. Silence. Stillness. Know he is God. Practice. Muscle. Builds. Daily stillness. Builds trust. Knowing. Peace. Practice it. I pray for you who cannot quiet your mind. I declare, Philippians 4 verse 8, whatever is true, honorable, just pure, lovely, commendable, think on these things. Control thoughts. Direct them to God's character, His truth, His promises. Think on those. Mind quiets. Directed thinking to truth quiets chaos. I pray for you who will testify when you survive your shaking. I declare, testify loud. Psalm 46 worked. God was refuge, was strength, was very present. In MY trouble, testify. Others need to hear. Psalm 66 verse 16. Come and hear, all you who fear God. I will tell what He has done for my soul. Tell, testify, save others through testimony. I pray for you whose testimony will be, earth gave way, I did not. I declare that testimony. Powerful, earth gave way, mountains moved, waters roared. But I did not move, because God in midst. Psalm 46 verse 5, shall not be moved. That was me, unmoved and shaking, because God, that testimony. Tell it. I pray for you who will help others find refuge. I declare, when you survive, help others. Show them Psalm 46. Teach them, God is refuge, strength, present help. Your survival proves it. Help others survive. Through teaching refuge, multiply refuge finders. Share Psalm 46. Save others. I want you to pause right now and write in the comments, God is in the midst of me. I shall not be moved. Write it now. God is in the midst of me. I shall not be moved. This is your declaration, your stability statement. God in your midst, center. Therefore you shall not be moved. Even when everything around you shakes, you do not, because He is center. Unmoved center. Write it. God is in the midst of me. I shall not be moved. Father, now I pray for specific moments when this person will need to remember you are their refuge. I pray for tomorrow when shaking continues. I declare that they will remember, God is my refuge, very present. I end this continuing trouble, not just yesterday, today, still, very present. Today, remember, daily refuge, daily presence. I pray for when bad news comes. I declare that they will not panic. Will remember, Psalm 46 verse 2. We will not fear though earth gives way. Bad news, earth giving way, but in no fear. Why? Refuge, God, stable, panic not allowed. Refuge accessed, peace present. I pray for when they feel like they're going to collapse. I declare that they will remember, Psalm 46 verse 5. I shall not be moved. God in midst of me. Feel collapse, but shall not. Fact overcomes feeling. Shall not be moved. Stand on fact, not feeling. I pray for when they need to be still. I declare that they will remember, Psalm 46 verse 10. Be still. Stop striving. Know He is God. In chaos, be still. Counterintuitive, but commanded. Be still. Practice stillness. Peace comes. I pray for when they see other stability and feel jealous. I declare that they will remember, my stability is God in midst, not circumstances. Different than other circumstantial stability. Mine is God's stability. Better, eternal, cannot be shaken. Theirs can. Mine cannot, because God, not jealous, grateful. I pray for when help comes at dawn. I declare that they will recognize, Psalm 46 verse 5, God help when morning dawned. Recognize it. Thank Him. Testimony. He helped. At dawn. Like He said. Faithful. Recognize. Thank. Testify. I pray for when they need to help someone else. I declare that they will share. Psalm 46. God is refuge. This saved me. This will save you. Share what worked. Multiply refuge. Help others find stability. Share Psalm 46. I pray for every morning. I declare, daily declaring becomes lifestyle. God is my refuge and strength. Daily, morning, every morning. Lifestyle, not event. Daily refuge living. testimony life, stable in unstable world, daily refuge. Father, I pray that this person's stability in shaking will impact others. I declare that people will notice, wonder, how are you not falling apart? Everything around you is shaking. How are you stable? And they will answer, God is in the midst of me. I shall not be moved. Psalm 46, verse 5. And others will want that stability. I pray that their peace in chaos will testify. I declare, peace that makes no sense given circumstances testifies to God. Philippians 4, verse 7. Peace that surpasses understanding cannot be explained naturally. Supernatural peace that testifies points to God. Peace testifies. I pray that their story becomes, my world shook. I did not. God was my refuge. That story, powerful. Proof Psalm 46 works. Real shaking, real stability, God's stability. That story changes people. Father, thank you that stability in shaking points people to you. The only true stability. Use their unmovedness to move others. To you, refuge. Father, I pray that this person never forgets what you taught them in their shaking. I declare that when stability returns externally, they remember God is still refuge, not just in shaking. Always, refuge always, not just crisis refuge. Life refuge, always. Remember, even when stable. I pray that they help others in future shakings. I declare your shaking experience qualifies you to help others in theirs. You know refuge personally. Teach others. Show others. Help others find what you found. Refuge. God. Help others. I pray that they never take stability for granted. I declare you learn stability is gift. Not right. Gift. Grace. Thank God for stable seasons. Remember shaking seasons taught refuge. Both matter. Both teach. Remember both. Father, thank you that shaking teaches refuge. Stability does not. Use shakings to create refuge teachers who help others find you. Refuge. Father, I pray for this person's future. I declare stability through all future shakings. Not because shakings stop, because refuge learned. Psalm 46. Applied. Daily. Future shakings faced differently. Confidently. Because refuge known. Future secure. Through refuge, not through circumstances. I pray that they lead many to refuge. I declare, leaders are formed in shakings. You survive your shaking. Now lead others through theirs. To refuge, to God. Leadership through survival. Led others. To refuge, I pray that their legacy is trusted God as refuge in shaking, unmoved when earth moved. That legacy, powerful, future generations, trusting God because ancestor did, in shaking, legacy, refuge trust, passed down. Father, thank you that refuge creates legacy, trust passed down, generation to generation, through this person. Refuge trust legacy. I want you to think about one person whose world is shaking, falling apart, needs refuge, needs to know God is very present in trouble. Share this video with them right now. Send it, text it, tell them God is refuge, very present. This will help be the reason they find stability in shaking. Share it now. Father, I pray specifically for those in immediate crisis as they listen. Marriage ending today. God is your refuge, very present. In this, now, diagnosis received today. God is your refuge, very present. In health crisis, job loss today. God is your refuge, very present. In unemployment, loved one died today. God is your refuge, very present. In fresh grief, disaster struck today. God is your refuge, very present. In disaster, I declare, name your crisis. Then declare, God is MY refuge and strength. A very present help in this trouble. This one, specifically, very present. In this, declare it over your specific shaking. Father, be very present, tangibly, clearly, in each specific crisis. very present help. Now, immediately, Father, I pray for those helping others through shakings, counselors, pastors, friends, family members, standing with someone whose world is shaking. Give them wisdom, strength, patience. They cannot be the refuge. You are. Help them point to you. Refuge, not themselves. Prevent burnout. Helpers getting exhausted try and be refuge for others. Remind them you are refuge. They are pointers. To refuge, not the refuge itself. Keep them healthy. Pointing, not carrying. Point to you. Thank you for helpers who point people to refuge. Bless them. Strengthen them. Use them to bring many to refuge, to you. Now I am going to teach you the daily refuge practice. This is the practice I promised. 3 minutes every morning. Acknowledging God as refuge. Bringing shaking to him. Declaring you shall not be moved. Simple. Stabilizing. Life-saving. Ready? Here is how. I want to teach you the daily refuge practice. This is a 3-minute practice every morning where you acknowledge that God is your refuge and strength, where you bring your shaking circumstances to him, where you declare that he is in the midst of you and you shall not be moved. Here's how it works. Every morning, before you face your shaking day, set aside 3 minutes. Before news, before checking damage, before assessing crisis. Refuge first. These 3 minutes have 3 parts. 1 minute each. Part 1, Acknowledgement of Refuge, 1 minute. Say out loud, Psalm 46, verse 1. God is my refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Not was, not will be, is, right now, my refuge. Today, very present, in my trouble. Today, repeat it 3 times. Slowly, God is my refuge. Today, very present, in this trouble. Let it sink in. EIS, present tense, very present. Now, part 2, bringing the shaking 1 minute. Now name what is shaking. Out loud. Say, God, these things are shaking. Name them. Marriage shaking, health shaking, finances shaking, job shaking, family shaking. Whatever. Name it. Specifically. Then say, but Psalm 46 verses 2-3. I will not fear though earth gives way, though mountains move, though waters roar. These things are my earth giving way, my mountains moving. But I will not fear, because you are my refuge, very present. In this shaking, surrender the shaking to the stable refuge. Name it, give it to him. Part 3, Declaration of Stability, 1 minute. End with Psalm 46 verse 5 declaration. Say, God is in the midst of me. I shall not be moved, not because circumstances are stable, because God is in my center, my midst, and when he is center, I am unmoved. Even when everything around me shakes, I do not shake, because God in midst, unmoved. Fact. Then pray. Thank you for being my refuge, my strength, very present in my trouble. I go into this day knowing you are in the midst of me. I shall not be moved. Whatever shakes today, I will not, because you are my center, stable center, unmoved, in Jesus' name. Amen. That is the daily refuge practice. 3 minutes, 3 parts. Acknowledgement, bringing shaking. Declaration of stability. What happens when you do this every day? First, you start your day with refuge secure, before facing shaking. Refuge first. Protection before exposure. Stability before instability. Refuge first equals strength to face shaking. Second, naming shaking takes away its power. Unnamed shaking feels overwhelming. Named shaking becomes manageable. Brought to refuge. Given to God. Named. Surrendered. Power reduced. Through naming and giving. Third, declaring stability builds actual stability. Daily declaration. I shall not be moved. Repeated. Becomes internal truth. Stability muscle. Built through daily declaring. Internal stability increases. Daily. Fourth, you notice when God is very present. watching for it, expecting it. See it more. Very present help in specific ways. Noticed, thanked, testified. Daily watching builds daily testimony. Fifth, testimony accumulates. Daily refuge, daily stability, daily very present help. Adds up. Weekly testimony, monthly testimony, yearly testimony, accumulated proof. God is refuge. Testified, proven, over time. Here is what people tell me. The daily refuge practice saved me in my divorce. Every morning, 3 minutes. God is my refuge. Marriage is shaking, but I shall not be moved. And I didn't move. Marriage ended. I stood, unmoved, because God in midst. Daily refuge practice, daily stability. Saved me. I do the daily refuge practice in cancer treatment. Every morning before treatment. God is my refuge. Body shaking, health uncertain, but I shall not be moved, and peace comes. Daily, in midst of treatment, peace that makes no sense, because daily refuge, daily acknowledging, very present God, in cancer, very present. The daily refuge practice taught me I can be stable when circumstances are not. I thought impossible, but Psalm 46 verse 5, God in midst, shall not be moved. Fact, not feeling. I declared it daily. Felt unstable, but declared, shall not be moved. And stability came. Internal, despite external instability. Daily refuge practice. Works. Start tomorrow morning. 3 minutes. Before your shaking day. Acknowledge refuge. Bring shaking. Declare stability. Do it every single day. Especially unstable days. Especially daily refuge, daily practice, daily stability. Build the habit. 3 minutes, 30 days. Habit, then automatic. Lifestyle, refuge living, stable living, in unstable world. The daily refuge practice. 3 minutes, 3 parts. Start tomorrow. Find stability in shaking daily. Father, I pray a blessing over every person who prayed this prayer with me. I bless them with revelation that you are refuge. I bless them with strength when they are weak. I bless them with very present help in their trouble. I bless them with stability when everything shakes. I declare that shaking is not destroying them, teaching them. Refuge, strength, very present God, learning through shaking, becoming stronger through refuge. I pray that starting tomorrow morning, they will practice the daily refuge practice. 3 minutes, acknowledgement, bringing shaking, declaration of stability, every single day. I pray that this becomes their lifestyle. Daily refuge living, finding God in midst, daily, constantly, unmoved living, in shaking world, through refuge, daily. Father, thank you for being our refuge, our strength, very present help, always, in every trouble, every shaking, every crisis. Refuge, always available. Thank you. I pray all this in the mighty name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. I want to speak to you who will start the daily refuge practice tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, 3 minutes. Acknowledge, God is my refuge. Bring your shaking. Declare, I shall not be moved. Then come back and tell us. Write in comments, Day 1 of Daily Refuge. Your beginning encourages others. When you survive your shaking, come back. Testify. Tell how God was very present. How you did not move when earth moved. Your testimony saves others. Share your refuge stories. Multiply stability. Help others find refuge. Before you go, first, like this video. Help it reach others whose worlds are shaking. Second, write in comments, God is my refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Third, share with one person in crisis. Fourth, subscribe for tomorrow's prayer. Do these now. Someone whose world is falling apart needs this today. Remember Psalm 46 verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. He is your refuge. Right now, very present. In your trouble, run there, dwell there, find stability there. Practice the daily refuge practice starting tomorrow. 3 minutes. Acknowledge. Bring shaking. Declare stability. See you tomorrow with new prayer. Until then, find refuge. God is your refuge. Very present. Amen.